And we're back. Unfortunately, I have to say I was right, because on my TikTok, I predicted that Slovakia will lose to Austria. My guess is that when they play against Slovakia, they're going to win. I think I'm gonna bet some money on it, actually. To me, that was no-brainer. Thank you for the win. I mean, money. Because I did actually bet. Because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna bet on Austria, because if they lose, I'm gonna be happy because Slovakia will win. But then I will be wrong. And as a woman, I don't like to be wrong. Anyway, why was my prediction right? Because Austria just plays better. Before you jump into the comments, we're gonna go over the situations, over the stats. Of course, foul play at the penalty shoot, shutout, fine, I get it, but that's not the reason why we lost. First of all, I have to say that obviously we are so disappointed with the attendance, because I don't know if this is the ticket prices, but excuse me, for the yesterday's game, I was actually checking the tickets 24 hours prior to the game, and it was 100 euros for the upper stand. I mean, 96 or 95 euros for one ticket in the upper section. In the middle. Excuse me, Slovakia, Austria, 100 euros. No wonder there was like not many people in there, yeah? Shame on you, Sweden. Herning has similar problem with the attendance, because they have this huge fan zone outside of the stadium where you can go, and by the way, it was raining, so nobody wants to go there, even if it's for free, of course, because you can watch the games for free. You're in the middle of the whole thing, so you feel like, oh my God, this is great. But it's raining, so nobody's inside of the stadium, nobody's outside. There's certainly Czech Republic record for the attendance is safe. I mean, even tickets for Canada game was 50 euros. No, Slovakia 100. For the same place in the stadium. Anyway, we're gonna go backwards, yeah? So, of course, the game finished in the shutouts, and I wanna say that Vladimir Orsak, our coach, was right, because right after the game, Orsak said, listen, we didn't lose the game in the shutouts, we lost the game in the first period. He wasn't really bothered that much to say, oh my God, shutouts, we lost, it was unfair. That's not the point. So I completely agree with him. Like, the point is not that we lost in the shutout. The point is we went into the shutout with Austria. That's the freaking point. So let me tell you some of the statistics, yeah? After 3 games, so far in the tournament of Slovakia. Scoring efficiency, rank number 12. That's the pretty much bottom, 5.75%. Saves, that's almost the worst. Only worst team in the saves than us is Hungary. I mean, if that doesn't tell you everything, then I don't know. 85% is our save rank. Thanks to Rybar, of course, no hate to him, but it's the statistics facts. In the first game, his saving efficiency was 75%, so that's not good at all. And he was number 2 for yesterday's game. I mean, the guy just exploded 75% saving percentage. And instead of going for the third goalie, instead you put Rybar on the second place. So if Hlavaj got injured in the game, Rybar would come. Excuse me? Power play, 11.11%, rank number 9. Penalty killing, rank number 10, 85%, 71. We're pretty much at the bottom of every statistics. And the biggest problem is the goalie, of course. That is tied into the defense. Yes, I get it. Only Hungary is worse than us. No, just no. This is unacceptable. Okay, so of course, we're gonna go into the comments very soon. This is hilarious, trust me. Of course, everybody expects more from Dvorský and Sikora. Sikora has 1 assist, Dvorský has 0 points. You know, that's the same story. Last year, Slavkovsky, like, oh, he plays nothing, you know, blah, blah, blah. These are young guys. All they care about right now is their NHL career. And Dvorský, of course, he wants to play in the NHL. You know, I think he played like two games or something. And he wants to focus on that. And of course, he wants to win and everything, but he cannot save the whole team. Like, he cannot just save Slovakia. He's like 19 or something. You can't. Of course, he has to play better. And after, you know, yesterday's game, the interview was like, oh, do you think you could play better? I mean, stupid question, but still. He was like, I don't know, like, the game just ended and, you know, I don't know. And he looked unbothered, he looked bored, he looked like, I don't want to be there. This is what you signed up. This is why the NHL players didn't come, because they knew everybody, like, we will lose everything. It's hard. I don't blame them. I don't blame Dvorský and Sikor. Like, I like those players and I wish them well. Hlavaj is also a good player. His percentage is like 93% or something, just above. I mean, he made like a huge freaking mistake against Austria. Like, no, just no. However, he did some great saves after. Fine, like, it was like, okay, you can make a mistake. Of course, everybody can make mistakes. But I'm not sure that we have the best option in the goal, because, when we won gold, like, Jan Lašák was, even though he always played not very good in the league and in the NHL, he didn't do well. But every time he came for Slovakia, he freaking delivered amazing performance. And you have to have a goalie that just gonna save your skin if you make a mistake as a defense. And our defense is not that great, to be honest. I'm not sure about the choice of the captain. Again, nothing personal against the player, whatever. Of course, I'm not in the locker room, so I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But Sukel is he's like a poker face, but it's not poker face, he looks so miserable. Some people and some players are like that, but if you look at his face before the games, after the games, or during the games, he just looks so miserable. I don't know, maybe somebody actually died, like, I don't know, maybe. Yes, I'm sorry. If you compare it to Tomáš Tatar as a captain, like, everybody knows that he's just like, he brings good mood into the locker room. And off the ice, on the ice, Tatar is always smiling and great mood, and positive approach. And I feel like this is how the captain should be. And I just don't feel like Sukel is the character. He has the charisma for that. And he's a great player. Like, he's playing well. Well, apart from doing like a foul play just before the end of the game, which, this is not what captain does, excuse me. But Tatar also have made this mistake at home against Canada. Yeah, just before the end of the game. He did the penalty and then. Anyway, I just don't feel like he has the charisma to be a captain and lead this team anywhere. Nothing personal. Two things that contributed to this loss, in my opinion. Before the game, I don't know if the players actually ever heard of something called manifestation and like putting things in the universe, because what Hlavaj said, for example, before the match was, we shouldn't be afraid of them and we should just go hard right from the beginning. And the word, like, we shouldn't be afraid. I mean, afraid of what? Austria? We shouldn't be afraid. What the hell are you talking about, dude? Have you read The Secret, right? So the universe works like this. I don't want to miss the train. What the universe is hearing is miss the train, and you're gonna miss the train because you said, I don't want to miss the train. The universe ignores the word I don't wanna, okay? You don't say, I don't want to be poor, because the universe just hears poor, you're poor. You have to say, I want to be rich. I will be rich. I am rich. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be unhappy. What the universe just hears is like sad, unhappy, poor. Oh my God, this is the basics, yeah? So when you say we shouldn't be afraid, the universe says afraid, they are afraid, they are afraid, done. Unlike in Austria, they're like, we have to keep the momentum going. We have to have positive approach and get the most out of the game. That's the approach that they have. We have the approach, we shouldn't be afraid. We won against Slovenia, so maybe we will celebrate a little bit and then focus on the next game. What do you want to celebrate? To win against the worst team on the tournament after Hungary? No! I don't know what their rituals are, but for example, the rituals of Marian Hossa, Fehervari, they pray, maybe you should start. Lads, maybe you should start. Maybe it will help you. Okay, as we're done with my humble opinion, nobody cares about, let's read some of the comments, yeah? Oh my goodness. Hold on to your heads, because we're going down. Oh my God. They shouldn't even go to the tournament. They should just go for the vacation instead. Oh my God, this is hilarious. The ironic one. We don't need high quality players, Let's leave them home. Don't even bother to call them. Like, do you want to come? Don't invite them. We don't need them. This one is top. It's a waste of electricity. Oh my God. Unfortunately, it's very obvious that we don't belong into the top 8 teams. Shame. Stop being delusional. There will be no quarterfinals for us. Stop having your heads in the space, for sake. Pack your bags and go home. The best phrase of the Slovak commentators after every single game, we just have to forget this game and move on. It's always the same. We have to play the full 60 minutes, and then they don't. The first period was like figure skating. We will lose against France. The first period was a catastrophe. If you can't win against Austria, why did you even come for the championship? Why is Slovakia in the A division? The media is making big stars out of you, but you are not. You fucked it up. It's okay. The success is to participate, not to win. In the nomination, we see the forwards with 12 points per season. So is this the reason why you were called to represent Slovakia? You're not having a good form. If we continue like this, we're gonna go to the B division. Dvorský is a parody to a hockey star. When will you wake up? Dvorský is the biggest disappointment of the Slovak jersey. Very bad matches. This is a very interesting one, yeah? We lost this championship 10-15 years ago. Think about that. And if you watch previous of my videos, you know that I agree with this. It's a shame to lose to Austria. Our hockey and sports, that's 0 points. Also at the Olympics, there's less and less athletes. Basketball, women going down. Everything else is going down. The game was disgusting. This one is pretty dark, so excuse me. Demitra is turning in his grave. And then there's another comment under that. He's not turning, he's rolling. It's a cesspool. What's going on with Slovakia? There's some comments about Čadarle, and I have to say that this player is pretty good. He also has a point. He did score, yeah, he did score. He's like statistically shouldn't be there, yeah. And I'm gonna make a video about him as well because his story is remarkable. This is one of the most unbelievable American dream stories in Slovakia. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about him. Some comments are in the way of, oh, we have the youngest team on the tournament. No, we don't. Far from it, actually. So stop just looking for excuses. Actually take this as a reality. Yes, we lost to Austria, and I'm sorry, this was expected. The fact that we got 1 point out of that game is a surprise to me, based on how we played and how they played in the tournament so far. I always be a fan and everything, but I'm not gonna be a blind fan who will support something that clearly doesn't work and is just one disaster after another. This is happening for the last 15 years. So how, I'm sorry, we're gonna play at home, yeah, in 2029. The tournament comes back to Slovakia, and I would like to wear a Slovak jersey, or this one of Tatar, proudly, yeah? I would like to be proud walking on the streets with my jersey on, with the scarf. I would like to be proud, yes, please. I don't wanna go to the games in the freaking canal under the street, underground, so nobody can see me because we lose to Austria. Maybe in 4 years, we'll lose to Kazakhstan, we'll lose to Hungary. Like, no, if you want more videos like that and you don't want to miss them, subscribe because I have things to say. And actually, I'm planning to do a lot of videos about NHL, the Worlds, and of course, Slovak League, and visiting some other leagues as well, and so on. So let's go.